I've been gone for so long. Mostly just haven't been feeling good. Also, have a new cat who was very sick when we first got her. Plus Gizzy's sick, and I've been dealing with other things, so I haven't been filming. But today we're doing some fun stuff. I still have my voice yet. Today we're doing some fun stuff. So I started to film planting the garden seeds and everything like that, and I'll try to get some of that footage in, but the camera cut off, so I didn't get a whole lot. But as you can see right here behind me, I have a lot coming up. And that's not even all of them. I still have some seeds that haven't got here yet. But I did get started on as many as I could. There's your rhubarb. Probably shouldn't have planted these yet. These are green beans. So come tomorrow, they're probably going to be moved into bigger containers. But for now, they're going to stay there. Today, what we're doing is we're going to start tilling some of the ground to make way for a garden. Excuse me. So we're going to get started on that here in a few. Let me find her. Found her. I would like to introduce you to our newest family member. We got her. She had an infection in her intestine area, so life was not fun when we first got her. Now she's already on the move. Now she's healthy, playful, and a pain in the ass. Let's not lie. Sorry for the background noise. They're taking out trees next door. Where'd you go? There she is. It's okay. Okay. She doesn't want to be filmed, but I do have her on film at other times. Let's see. Snickers lovies? Lovies? I guess she's not really in a mood. That is Snickers. She's actually very loving and affectionate. Hi, baby girl. Hi. She's, I guess, a Torby. She's like part calico, part tabby. I honestly think she's actually just part gray and part orange tabby. You can't really see her very well under here in this bad lighting. Plus, it doesn't help that my bedroom is like a huge mess. So there's that too. Anyways, so we're gonna get started in the garden here, and we'll see you then. And here's the wheat that we were planted in the winter. It's starting to already come up on its own. Huh? I'm talking to my people. Okay, fine. So that's the wheat that we planted this winter. It's coming up a little bit, just started coming up. And I gave it some water. So it's spring cleanup. So we're going through and getting all the twigs from the winter and all the storms that came down last year, and we're putting them in the fire pit. And Stock's over there picking up all the sticks you can. So it was really high for a little bit, but we got it back down. Also caught the lawn on fire a little bit, but put that out and hose. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna try out the tiller and see how that goes. I'm actually quite tired from running around picking up sticks, so I see some more on the porch. Just gotta go. For Christmas, I got this really cool lighter. It's one of those arc lighters. Switches out. And I've heard a lot of gimmicks how these things are crap, they don't work, they're stupid, you can't start a fire with it. I started a fire with it, and all I used was some shredded paper. I stuffed it in there, dry wood. The thing works great. So, tested, approved, rechargeable, and waterproof. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna stop the film for right now. Me and my lighter, we're gonna finish up this boarding project and we're gonna try and see if the tiller works. Alright, fun fact, old corn on the cob, amazing fire starter. I was usually putting these in the fire and they just lit right up. The squirrels go raid the cornfields back over there. So we have tons of these in the yard, so we were putting them in there. So really great fire starter. Right now the tiller's out of gas, so I'm trying to get it started back up. Oh, it's warm today. We're not used to this kind of exercise. So it's been 2 weeks since the last video I showed, and there's been some developments. Daxie had nasal surgery and he was quite miserable for most of those 2 weeks. Plants are not doing very good. As you can see here, the cat decided to find her way up here and trampled the majority of these things. So a lot of them are not doing good and some of them are doing great. The onions got completely demolished. She thought it was a litter box. That's all I'm gonna say. So a lot of these are not in the greatest of condition now, unfortunately. So there's a lot I'm gonna have to rebuy again. And I'm chili are looking pretty good. A lot of the Cherokee tomatoes are looking good. However, my pumpkins, artichokes never came up. My squashes are actually doing okay. Some purple bell peppers, and you can see right in here where the footprint was, where she just kind of comes in and stomps on things. So now they're out on the patio since it's not supposed to go below 40 degrees from now on. So we're gonna do that. So none of these are gonna go out in the yard today, but I am thinking of planting a few seeds out there. We've gotten 3 of the rows done, and today Daxie's supposed to do the last 2. I'm also gonna get this catnip planted. I've already got some bulbs planted, and I'm thinking of planting some corn, and I also need to do a trellis. So I'm probably gonna put that together today while we're all out and about. I'm thinking I might go pick some of these pretty yellow flowers in our yard, but at the same time I don't know if I'll actually do anything with it, so I don't know if I want to. I know they're good and they have their benefits, especially their roots. But I mean, they're all summer long kind of thing, so getting some more later on is not going to be an issue. But with how little energy I've had lately, more than likely I won't actually get it done, so I'm probably not going to actually get to that. I'm also going to put some bedding down on my rows. We've added some of the soil from all my bags. They all got put into the rows. We added a lot of, excuse me, we added a lot of peat moss to it as well to kind of help hold moisture in, because sometimes we have dry spells here, so we did go ahead and do that. There's Daxie in the background yelling at the dog. Not yelling, but he's grumpy. He has to do yard work. He's not a yard work kind of guy. So yeah, I'm gonna try to put a trellis up together today. He's gonna work on the last 2 rows. We're gonna come back and put some more soil in those rows as well, but we actually have to buy the soil for those, so we're not gonna do the peat moss mix. We're just gonna get the already mixed up moisture control soil, which works great. And then over time I'm just gonna keep adding layers to it. I'm not going to dig it out anymore. I'm just going to keep adding to it and adding to it and adding to it to create like a bunch of layers. A lot of people know it as lasagna gardening. This is like kind of a ghetto version of it, but you know, it is what it is. So he's going to be mowing the lawn. I'm going to be probably planting some corn because I think it's time for the corn to go in the ground. So I'm going to try to get the corn planted today. And hi, Boo. They all went out here with me. But so I'm gonna work on getting that done today, and that will be the end of this video. It took 2 weeks before I even got to editing it, with him being sick, me being sick, the cats being sick. Things just haven't really been getting done around here. So we'll get to that, and that'll be it. So. Okay. Alright, so while he's still mowing, gonna go ahead and tell you what I'm gonna use this year for the garden. So I've already showed you the BioLive, which is gonna go out today in some of the areas that already have some plants in them. Mostly use just plants that were already here, and I put some lily bulbs out there because you want. I haven't had an easy time breathing lately. You want as many flowers in your garden as you can, because those flowers attract pollinators. Pollinators pollinate your food grows big, you have beautiful plants. So this is going to go with the flowers today. A lot of the seedlings already had them in there, but when they go into the ground, which is not going to be today, they're also going to be given some of this. So another thing that I'm going to be adding to the soil, and this is actually going to go in today, is I have some blood meal. This one's from Burpee, which I really think Burpee and Miracle-Gro should be sponsoring me. He's coming close, sorry. Considering how much I use their product. So, I know a lot of people are not really big fans of the Miracle-Gro. Oh, I'm sorry, but they work amazing. They do some good stuff. My plants come out amazing. They come out healthy. They come out just full of life, and it's great. And they have organic versions, so in fact all the soil that I put out there, that's all organic. And my plants usually go pretty good, assuming they get the sun, which they did not have at my last place, unfortunately. So we're gonna go with blood meal. This is gonna give it a good nitrogen boost. Nitrogen is going to help things really pop up and produce their leaves and everything. So this is especially going to be good for the corn, which is going in the ground today. So I'm going to do a couple rows of corn. I'm going to do 3 different types of corn, which I'll get to in a second. So we're going to do blood meal for the nitrogen. Then we have the bone meal. This is a good source of calcium and phosphorus. And these are all things that the plants absolutely need. However, this is absolutely toxic to my cat right now because phosphorus was killing her kidneys. So my guess is she is probably dying from drinking some of the water that came out of my plants, which she liked to do frequently. I did everything I could to block it off, but cats do what cats do. Anyways, so phosphorus is bad for her, but they're great for plants. So we keep this away from her and we put it in the ground. So, and then it's also got a good source of calcium and all that other fun stuff because it's just basically ground up bone. My grandma always said to use fish guts when you're planting your tomatoes because the omega-3 acids, the phosphorus and all that stuff that goes into it, just the tomato plants love it. So that's one thing I used to always do is take, when I gutted my fish, I'd take all the guts, I'd powder them, and then I'd throw them in the garden the next year. And it works really good. It might smell sometimes if you use too much. I'm not gonna lie, it does, but it's really good. So we're gonna use this. We bought this at Home Depot. They were crazy enough to give me a credit card, so I used it. Don't worry, I still have room on it, and I pay my bill on time. I'm very responsible. I got no money for anything else, but my bills are paid. That's what it comes to every payday. It's bills, and then I might be able to afford one little thing for myself, which isn't much. Anyways, so don't go crazy with credit. That's all I can say, kids. Anyhow, so that's what's going to be going in today. I'd also like to show you, they got the, one of the places I love buying seeds from, and I will always go back to them every year, is Gurney's Seed Company. They have some amazing, amazing plants. So this year I got the strawberries from them. And these are June bearing. Then I'm going to have to be going out there every year picking all my strawberries. Just once a year is when they're all ready at one time instead of ever bearing, which is throughout the whole year. I wanted the June bearing because I just want one big harvest. one harvest, they're all done, good to go. I can go on with the rest of my life. So I went with the June bearing, and they just went to the soil a couple days ago because I just got them not very long ago. So they haven't really gone outside, and right now they're just in here. They were in a window view until I had to rearrange things because of the cat. I love her to death, but my God, she's a little terror and terrorizes and just tears everything up. She's a little psycho. But she's a kitten, she's a baby, so we just gotta remind ourselves she's just a baby. So rather than get bad, yell at her, go off, throw fits, we just moved everything out here. It's just that much easier. So the cats unfortunately cannot come outside, which is, this is their favorite room, until these go out and outside, which a lot of them are not really taking too well to the new environment, unfortunately. I was hoping they would do better. This is the first time in a night where it was kind of cold. Usually they're indoors where it's temperature controlled, so that didn't happen. We're also having a hard time figuring out where this is gonna go. I can't put it under the tree because squirrels live up in the tree and the squirrels will decimate it. You can't go in the garden because vegetables go in the garden and I don't want them there. So I'm thinking I might just put them in a pot for the time being, but the problem is the pot will have to come in the winter because reasons. They're not going to be able to stand the negative 50-degree temperatures that we have here in a pot. They can outlive it in the winter, but when the roots are above the ground, they don't last so long. And I do apologize for the noise in the background. I'm just trying to kill some time while he finishes mowing the lawn. He's mostly done. And the dog's also in a hurry because he wants to come out and run around while I do my gardening. So, okay, so what I'm doing, my brain just keeps shutting off, apologies. So among the plants that didn't survive were pickling cucumbers, so I grabbed those out, and well, that's white bush squash. I don't think that even came up. And sugar pie pumpkin. So we're gonna redo those. I forgot to grab some seeds. So I'm gonna grow maybe 2 of these. These are called Smoke Camp Crafts Bushel Basket Gourds. So these are basically little gourds that you can that grow in a way that look like bowls. So you can kind of make bowls out of them or jugs, stuff like that. I want to try them. I've never tried them. It just might be good to keep handy in case I might ever need a time where I might run out of bowls or something. Who knows? I'm also going to do some loofah, which I believe got murdered. That being said, I'm going to get the loofah. I got some ones from Gurney's in the mail, so I'm going to go get those. I'm also going to be adding some of their spinach, which I'm going to go and plant. They like the cooler temperatures. Yeah, they have this Gurney's Goliath spinach, which is like the most amazing spinach I've ever had in my life. So all I could get was a tape of that, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of those out there too today, since that's a direct sow type of thing. So that's basically what's going to go in the ground right now is the direct sow stuff. These things are just going to hang out here for a little bit longer because I can only do things in stages, and I'm already kind of sore as heck right now. But so I'm gonna do some just regular sweet corn, mostly because we go through a lot of corn. Here's something I've never tried, but I want to. It's blue Hopi corn. This is a masa type corn, like blue corn tortillas type thing. So this is gonna turn into a flour. So that's what this is meant for. It's meant for flouring. So I'm gonna grow some of this, since most of the time you can usually do corn without too much cross-contamination. Hopefully. Depends on which way the wind blows. I will probably have to resell these next year if I really want to keep it, to be honest. And then this one is Amethyst Glass Gem Corn, which is basically a sweet corn that it's got little purple things to it. And you know me and my purples and blues. I love them. So we have, those are the corns that we're going to grow this year. And then I have some gourds, some squash, stuff like that. Some of them are already going. Some have to be replanted. So we're gonna get those in today. Which reminds me, I actually need to get the zucchinis and the other stuff out. So I'm gonna go do that right now, and I'll meet you outside. Okay.
Do
I wanted a garden trellis, but that costs like $80.
oh, is that the
Okay, that's it for today.
I guess we'll see if it blows over.
It's gonna blow over because if it's okay. Hi guys, that's it for the day. We're tired. I have a few more things planned. I'll come back out in a few days and do that. That's it for the garden for today. Bye. I ended up actually finished planting right over here. I ended up finished planting the pickling cucumbers. Quite a few of them. Since they're going to be able to go up in trellis, I'm able to plant them pretty close together. I'm just going to have to make sure that their fertilizer's on point. So went ahead and got some of the gourds, the loofahs, the pumpkins, and the cucumbers planted really quick. Already got the zucchinis and some squashes planted there. I have room for some more yellow squash that is still actually growing, surprisingly. That can get there. And so what I'm just doing is I just took some shavings. I only had one bag, so I took some shavings and I planted them, or put them right on the top. I meant to mix them in, but I didn't. I'm kind of being silly, but it's good to just kind of mix them in. That way it kind of breaks down over time. Hay would have been better, but I don't have the money. It's really hard to do a lot of these things you want to do on a very limited income, especially with this economy. It's just not low income friendly at all. And so I just got some of those I had some of that already from Walmart from the pet supplies. So I'm gonna mix that in. I'm gonna grab a few more since they're fairly inexpensive. Doxy's gonna get me some more soil for these last 2 rows. And then I just have 3 more rows left to plant. A few more things in this row to plant. And my planting will be done, but a lot of this isn't gonna be done even this week. I actually didn't even do the spinach yet because I don't know why I didn't, to be honest. So spinach wasn't done yet, but I will get to that eventually. But for now, that is this video. There's one announcement. I have been hiding a lot from a lot of people is I now have to kind of use a cane. After about 10 minutes of walking, my hip feels like it's gonna fall apart. And I learned that putting a lot of the weight, my upper weight, off my spine kind of helps, so I can move around a little bit better. But my hip still feels like it wants to come apart, which sucks because I want to do a lot of outdoor adventures and I'm not sure how to do that. I'm gonna try though. I don't like to let things get me down, but So if you guys are wondering, yes, I do use a cane for the most part. Usually for everyday little things. If I'm going short distances, I don't. But if I'm going to be moving around a lot and stuff like this, I'm going to have my cane handy so I can pick myself up and get myself back inside the house. On that note, I'm retiring for the day because I hurt a lot. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully it won't be another month and a half. Hopefully. Don't forget, if you're liking these videos, to like, share, and subscribe. And also you can ring the bell for notifications and it'll let you know right when a new video launches. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can subscribe right here. And also, if you want to see all the videos that you have missed so far, you can click right here. There's the fan. Click right here and it'll send you to my videos in order playlist. You can watch them all as I drop them. And we'll see you next time. Bye guys.